Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Nuke Week. It is day 6 of Nuke Week, however I did take a little bit of a break from it, just because I've been pretty busy in real life, and this isn't my job or anything like that. I just sort of do it for a little bit of enjoyment, and I sort of do it when I've got spare time as well, and if I haven't got the spare time to do it, then obviously I'm not going to do it. But when I've got home, sort of after sort of real life things, I've just been sort of playing on the PC and stuff, and just having a little bit of fun that way. And I've been playing SimCity, which by the way is probably one of the most broken games I've ever played. If you think Call of Duty's broken, which I personally don't think it is really broken, I just think the engine's a little bit old and it could run a little bit smoother on a better engine. Just like, for instance, when you die around corners and stuff, obviously that shit isn't meant to happen or anything like that. It's just because they're using like really good graphics on a really old engine, so it doesn't really work too well anymore. But basically, off the subject of Call of Duty. So yeah, I've been playing SimCity, which is quite a good game. It's really addictive. Like, it's one of those games where you can just sit down and play it for hours and hours and hours. But there's like huge problems with it. And the developers know that there's problems with it. It's been out for like months and months and months. But they just haven't made any issue whatsoever to actually like fix it at all. Which is kind of annoying because it's quite a good game and it could be like a really sort of great game as well. But they just made no effort to fix it at all. You might be wondering what are the issues with the game, because basically it's just SimCity. It's the new version of SimCity, and everyone's played SimCity in some way, sort of shape or form. And basically it involves building a big city full of Sims. But the problem with this SimCity is like there's huge traffic issues. So basically when you get your city to about 190k, 190,000 Sims living in your city, there is ridiculous traffic problems that you can't, someone could sit in your city, which by the way is like a couple of square miles, probably about 4 square miles. Basically they will get stuck in your traffic for about 2 days, and I've seen like a delivery truck get stuck in the city, like in the traffic for like 2 days. I'm not even shitting you. And it's kind of ridiculous because obviously when you have like a population of like 200,000 people in a city, I'm talking about Sims, so obviously it's like theoretically speaking, but basically when you have your Sim City and you've got about 200,000 people, obviously when you've got 200,000 people at that stage, you've probably spent quite a lot of money on services like health and sort of fire services, like your firefighters, your police service as well, so like all of your police force. You've also got like smaller services, utility services like garbage trucks, recycling trucks and all that sort of stuff. And obviously when you've got your population to 200,000 people, with the sort of broken game that it is, none of your like services can reach people because the traffic is so bad. Like your garbage trucks will literally just, it will take them like a day or two to get around your city, which normally in a normal city, let's talk about London for instance, the area which your sort of city that sort of resembles in size is probably about the area from London Bridge to Covent Garden or something like that. Which isn't a huge space at all. It probably takes about 10 minutes to get across that sort of area on the underground or something like that. And that's how long it should take your garbage trucks or something like that to get from like point A to point B. But it doesn't. It takes like 2 days because like the traffic is so ridiculous. And basically the easiest thing to do in SimCity or like any city is to try and like resemble your city to look nice and look cool like a real city. Which basically involves like making it look like a grid or something like that, which has a lot of flaws because in SimCity you can't have any four-way junctions, or you can, but they are definitely the biggest cause of traffic. Obviously because there's 4 points meeting into one, it can be a little bit of an issue sort of connecting like all of the traffic together, and that's a huge traffic issue basically right there. And in real life, a four-way junction, you see like plenty of them in a square mile or like a couple of square miles of city, and it's not too much of a problem. You do have to wait like a couple of minutes, but there's traffic lights obviously. But in SimCity, no way, it's absolutely fucking broken, and you can't do it. So yeah, a lot of people try and do things like build circular cities and stuff like that, which involves like a huge amount of work. And if you just want to make like a group of cities in a region, you don't have time to make loads of circular cities with like perfect traffic and shit like that, then it's a bit of a pain in the ass. Especially like there's things like the Great Works and stuff where you build like huge solar farms and stuff which use loads of resources. Then you just don't have time for it. And I don't know. The developers, they do know that the traffic is an issue. They know it's broken as well, so hopefully they'll fix it one day, but who knows. But anyway, I'm playing on Turbine today, which by the way is one of those maps that's a bit like grandma porn. It just exists and it's still there. Most of the people in the world, they don't like it, but there is a small percentage of people that do like it. And it just won't go away. And it's one of those maps that doesn't really fit in with the rest of Call of Duty. It's huge, and there's a massive open space. And I don't know, the rest of the maps on this sort of game, they're like Plaza and Raid and stuff. They're a lot better, but this map, not too good. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much the end of the video. I might do like a bonus nuke or something like that to make up for my slight delay in uploads. But anyway, that's the end of the gameplay. Peace out.